I often talk about the magic of movement because I truly believe in my heart of hearts that movement is one of the most powerful and underutilized mindset tools there is. I use this way before I ever thought of Moticise. I was in a period, a slump. I hadn't worked literally in 2 years, and I decided I had to turn it around. And one of the ways that I decided I was gonna change this thing around was I was going to run. So I would go running every single day, and I would visualize, and I'd ask these questions, and I'd do affirmations, and I'd get to the top of this canyon, and I realized I could yell out what I wanted to hear, so I'd yell out, "You got the job," and it would echo back, "You got the job," and then I'd celebrate just as if it had happened. Anybody watching me would have thought I was completely crazy. But let me tell you, 3 weeks later, I booked a national commercial. 3 months later, running down that same pathway, I booked another soap opera. So it works, it changes every part of your body and can change every part of your life. And today I'm gonna talk about 3 reasons why you want to use movement to help you manifest your goals. My first and number 1 reason why I believe that movement can change everything is because your life, your survival depends on movement. Literally. Otherwise, you're dependent on other people. And because of that, the infinite body intelligence that we have has created a system whereby every single system in your body rewards you for exercising or for moving. So your heart, your lungs, we know that, right? It pumps blood, it oxygenates your whole system, it increases your circulation, your endurance. We also have all those feel-good endorphins or serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin that are secreted so that you feel good. It elevates your mood and actually reduces significantly your risk of depression or anxiety and depression. Your muscles have something that's secreted when you use them called a myokine, and it's so powerful for your immune system that scientists actually call it a hope molecule. And then lastly, in terms of manifesting, probably the most important is your brain. When you move, when you get your heart rate pumping, and it doesn't have to be some big hour-long marathon training or boot camp, but when you get it elevated for a little period of time, a protein is released in your brain called BDNF. Also helps with mood. And it also is called Miracle Grow for your brain because it generates the growth of brain cells and can help you create new neural pathways. It is an ideal time to start to rewire your brain for anything that it is that you want. And what's brilliant is when you're exercising, when you're moving, you get more creative. Have you ever noticed where you might be sitting and you're trying to figure something out and then you get up and walk away or go into the shower or go do something else and all of a sudden you think of the idea? Well, part of that is this movement generates this creativity, these thoughts. And so you're at a heightened state when you're moving and right after. So it also helps you focus, it helps you learn, it helps you remember. It taps into your motivation center so that you're more motivated. All of these things happen when you move, when you exercise. And all of those things are necessary to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. So that's the number 1 reason. But to break it down a little further, number 2 would be all of those feel-good hormones. All of those things also raise your mood and your vibrations. When you feel good, you're emanating a positive energy. You're elevated. And probably what it is that you're wanting is something good. And how do we attract something good, whether it be love or abundance or a dream job or whatever it is? That's at a higher vibration. So we want to up our own personal vibrations, and exercise does that naturally, for free, And it doesn't even have to take that long. So that's another reason why it's so powerful, because you're automatically bringing yourself up to that place that you want to be to attract all that you want to attract. And then third, it gives you energy. Not only does it raise your energy and your vibrations, but it also gives you energy. And anytime you want to manifest something, as much as I believe in the law of attraction, I also believe in the law of action. You can't just sit and think about something and suddenly it just appears. You have to get out there and do it. Do something intentional. And because you have this increased focus and your motivation center is tapped, and exercise begets energy. It's just the more you do, the more you can do. And so it gives you the energy to go out and take really positive and inspired action. And on that same note, exercise is also, in Charles Duhigg, he has in his book, The Power of Habit, he talks about a keystone habit. And exercise is really one of those keystone habits for many, many people, because it's one of those things that when you start doing, everything else in your life changes. It has that ripple effect because of all those reasons I just stated. So you're starting to bring in a keystone habit that elevates every system in your body. It gives you the energy to go take action, and it also raises your vibration, so you're at a higher state to attract more of what it is that you want. So that is why you want to use movement. It is just that powerful. So if you want to get more movement into your life, come join me. I just created a course called Move and Manifest Your Way into Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Because I found lately I've been having a lot of conversations with people and clients, and many are feeling a little unsure. You know, they're starting to get back out into the world, or things have changed a lot and they don't necessarily want to go back to where it was, but they're not exactly sure what that new norm or what that new place is. And so we're going to take a look at different areas of your life and really be proactive about creating the future that you do want in all of those areas. So we'll look at some key things like your health, your relationships, your finances, and a personal goal. Maybe it's in career or some other area of your life. And we're going to look at all of those, and we're going to pull in Moticise. We're going to bring in the coaching and the movement so that we can manifest whatever you want in each of these areas, to design your life moving forward out of this pandemic. Get healthy while you're doing it, get moving, because when you move your body, you start to move things in your life. And you have the right, you deserve it, you're worthy of it, and you have the ability to move towards anything that you desire. So come join me. Would love to have you be part of Move and Manifest.